Now, let's move on and let's get to our final topic. Speaking of Kerri Colby, let's talk about her. So apparently, she's weighing in and giving her side of the story of the drama. I think she did an interview along with Tina Burner. And so like the remember like when they split them into teams, whatever. So like the good team that they had with the Star Booty challenge. First of all, I hated Rue's look in the performance of of that Star Booty song. And then I hated because it was like she was trying to give that Tessa testicle, had that similar runway look. Tessa wore better. She just looked, I don't know, it made Rue look big. So I didn't particularly like her look. And also I didn't like her runway look either. It looked like y'all literally took a picnic cloth that was gray instead of like red and white and put Rue in it. So whoever came up with that look, it's a job. But anyway, let's get to Miss Colby, the other Colby, where she's spilling tea about, the show. Now, Kerri, as I stated earlier, and Willem, in the previous story, I should say, were featured as special guests on the latest Roscoe's Tavern viewing party that recapped episode 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars 10. When asked how long it took for each bracket of this season to be filmed, Kerri, who completed bracket 2, actually shared specific details about the filming schedule. Within the first 10 within the first 10 minutes of this Roscoe's Tavern viewing party, co-hosted weekly by Naysha Lopez, Caramel DeVille, and Batty Davis, the filming schedule for each bracket in the Tournament of All-Stars was brought up. Willem asked, "It's 3 weeks for us watching the show, but how many days was it for you guys filming the show? Like 6 or 8?" After teasing Willem, "You want me to get into trouble, Auntie?" Kerri went on to actually answer the question. She said literally it took them a week. So 7 days, 7 whole days, and not a word from you. So yeah, 7 whole days it took them to film, which makes a lot of sense because I'm like, yeah, it takes like maybe a day or two, depending on the challenge, to film one episode. They're doing 3 episodes. So yeah, it makes sense that they would have a full week to do three episodes. So that makes total sense to me that would take that long. I do wonder how long it took them to film the final 3, the semifinal, because they filmed that around the time when they did the Lollapalooza of the regular season 17. So they said broadly, a week in reality TV is the period of time required to film a new episode. For Drag Race, it's been widely reported and regularly discussed among fans and queens that a week usually takes an estimated 2 or 3 days. It bears, but that this is also true for most other competition shows like The Traitors, The Bachelor, The Challenge, The Circle, among others. Now, Kerri and Willem were also asked to share their opinions on this season's Tournament of All-Stars format introduced in All-Stars 10. Willem says she loves it. Kerri said, "I think it's fun because you get so much more of each girl if they're giving it per week. The opportunity is there. You just have to rise to the occasion." And said, "I wasn't in the top 6 on my season, so you get a lot more screen time and a lot more time with the judges. It's much more intimate, but it's also like you got to think fast. Yeah, because it's only 3 weeks. Do you wish it was a little longer?" This is what Davis asked. Kerri says, "I think it could be fun if you did a little 5-week situation. That could be fun." And so you already know like who the actual final, the top 3 are. It's so I just love this whole situation. It's, you already know it's Mistress Isabel Brooks, Lydia Butthole Collins, and Georges are our top 3 girls that made it on to the next round. And all the other girls that didn't make it, they get to choose. You already know the judges get to choose one that can make it into the Lollapalooza, where they can lip sync, the lip sync SmackDown for the crown, all the other stuff. So that'll probably be the final episode, I think. I don't necessarily know how this final 3 episodes is going to pan out because this is a relatively new format, but I do agree. I like this new format. I think it's a great addition to the show. I hope they keep this as the regular format because it's an opportunity for the girls to, 3 episodes. You get a small group of girls where they get to highlight them. They only get to bring maybe 2. Is it 2 outfits? Yeah. So 6 outfits because you have to have your runway look and all this other stuff, or maybe even more than that because you need your lip sync outfit too because they do change. So you bring a couple of outfits. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money like you would at a regular season of Drag Race. When you get to come on All Stars, you only get to have a certain amount of clothes. You don't have to break the bank, and you get 3 episodes. And then when you come back for the final 3 bracket, it's a little more. So I like this whole format. I hope they keep it. Just maybe tweak it a little bit so that way you keep the queens on their toes, so that way they don't know how you're going to do the show. But yeah, for the most part, I'm loving it so far, and we'll be interested to see how the final 3 bracket is. Because yeah, based over that piece I seen, the little clip, I ain't that impressed. But it's always good when we get to see some of the girls like Ginger Midge. It's good to see her back. She's done All Stars so many damn times. But yeah, I definitely want to hear from y'all. What do you guys think of this story regarding Kerri Colby revealing how long it took for them to film All Stars? And if you're interested in seeing the Roscoe's viewing party, you can sign up for the $2 VIP situation. They dropped that episode yesterday. But if you want to wait and see the regular episode where you don't want to put up $2, just wait till Monday when they drop it at 6 o'clock, I believe. So yeah, definitely check it out. And I definitely want to hear from y'all. So let me know what your overall thoughts of this story in the comments down below.